I'd like you to give a very warm welcome to our guest of honour this afternoon, Professor Geert Hofstede and his wife, our guest speaker, Mr. Max van den Berg, the Board of Directors of the Hanse University, and the Dean of the School of Communication. Please give them a warm round of applause.
I just want to say that I'm extremely grateful for many things. So I couldn't be happier. Well, the only other thing I'm even happier with is my family sitting there, of course. But for the rest, it's the only thing I have to say is thank you, organizers of the consortium, for organizing this meeting, bringing all those people together, and giving us the opportunity to talk about real things related to culture. Thank you very much.
Mr. Hofstede, Mrs. Hofstede, Mr. Queen's Commissioner, ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce myself. My name is Petra van Wingerden, and I am Mayor of Rheden, the municipality in which Mr. Geert Hofstede resides. He even is nearly my neighbor. And it's quite an honor for me to be allowed to address such a learned and illustrious audience, and especially you, Mr. Hofstede. You are a phenomenon in your field. In my opinion, a real scholar. I read an interview with one of your sons, and in that interview he told you that he wanted to be a scholar. I think it was Gert-Jan. And he even said to you that it was such a pity that it was too late for you to be one too. How wrong he was. Maybe your history, your way of working, and the way to become a scholar were very special. But a learned man you are. And to tell the truth, I won't suggest that I fully understand all your 230 publications. But what I do see is that you were ahead of your time in discussions amongst other things about leadership. And that this attributed to the fact that you are one of the most quoted scholars in Europe and respected not only in the Netherlands, but on all continents. You gave us the words to describe cultural influence on society and pointed out the essence of cultural cooperation. And the choices you made influenced not only the man you are now, but certainly also your wife and children. Your choice to be cosmopolitan and your choice of studies influenced them too, to a large extent. Not a father always present, but a father indeed, always challenging, thinking, your wife and family. And now, in your 80s, you still choose to share your views and teach business as well as social institutions. Ladies and gentlemen, some of you, especially those who are foreign, may wonder why I am addressing here. Well, let me try to give you an explanation for that. Mr. Hofstede and his achievements are known worldwide. That's why you are here today, to honor his legacy. And that is why I am here too. As Mayor of Rheden, I am, and by the way, so is Mr. van den Berg, formal representative of Her Majesty the Queen. And as her representative, it makes me very proud, Professor Hofstede, to make the following announcement, and that I will do in 2 languages, in Dutch too, because it's such a special sentence for all Dutch people. For your merits for society and science heeft het Hare Majesteit behaagd. Her Majesty has decided u te benoemen, to appoint you, tot ridder in de orde van de Nederlandse leeuw. En het zou mij een groot voorrecht zijn om de onderscheiding nu te mogen opspelden. It is what I do always when presenting a decision of Her Majesty the Queen. It's always addressing the spouse of the person who has been decorated, Mrs. Hofstede. Of course, the legacy your husband shares with us is your legacy too. I think it will make you very proud of your husband, but we are proud of the two of you.
Well, Geert, congratulations and thank you. This is appreciation from everyone. In thinking about what to say, I was considering things that you know about, that I'm interested in differences within a country. I've been interested in the cultural heritage of northern Netherlands, and also, as you know Limburg very well. And as I recall, northern Netherlands is a traditional Protestant heritage part of the Netherlands. Is that right? And from northern Netherlands, I started to think, well, what would Scripture say to you about this award? And it's all about humility. All about humility. And I know that's a Dutch thing, and that's imbued in the culture here, so that's taken care of. I also know from southern Netherlands that they're very good at festival and parties. So this looks like a great party to me, and I hope that there's some more tonight. I know that the characteristics that have characterized your work, the drawing on resources, providing of leadership, the sacrifice, will continue, and I look forward to that continuation as long as you're willing to provide it, especially since the only way you're going to stop doing it will probably be to stop breathing. So I'm hoping that that won't happen. Thank you very much.
Well, sir, Father Geert, sir, dear attendants, what can I say after all that has been said? Before you stands a very proud son. I speak on behalf of the family, and I can say that at this moment we are all probably feeling very proud, although we're also conscious of having sometimes paid a price. You know, the Hofstede effect, that is the title of today's work, is actually a fairly recent phenomenon. Before that, we've had, for some decades, the Hofstede van den Hoek effect. And that started almost 60 years ago now, and I am one of the living proofs of that effect. It has been a very dynamic, sometimes erratic effect, and taken Hofstede van den Hoek through various parts of the world, which has actually made it difficult for some of the family members to return. À force de nous amener aux quatre coins de la terre, quelques-uns de nous ont fini par y rester. Some of us have stayed where fate and Father have taken us. It has enriched our lives, but there have been costs. I remember when you, Geert and Maaike, were married 25 years, that we had this celebration on the Isle of Ameland. One of the great places, if you're new to the Netherlands, go to the Frisian Isles. It's a great place to go. Ameland. We were there, and there was your cousin who sang this opera song, Het is volbracht. Very stately, "'Tis done," was the message. I don't know what he was referring to. Maybe to the Hofstede van den Hoek effect, because at 25 years marriage, your family is supposed to be completed, and it's true, you had all your surviving children by then. But obviously, we had not seen anything yet about the Hofstede effect. This was the very year that Culture's Consequences appeared, and the rest is history. Dear ladies and gentlemen, I have enjoyed myself prodigiously today. I have felt very proud also. I would like to remind you of that phrase, het is volbracht. Might it not be a good moment to be thankful for such a good life, to say this was a job well done, and to take it a little bit easier after such a nice day? So, I would now like to propose that we all go and have a glass of champagne. Geert and Maaike, could I invite you here to share the first glass with me? So here's to the Hofstede effect.